A very good evening to you all. Welcome to session 10 of Life and Homeopathy Through My Eyes. And today's topic is Protect Your Teeth and They Will Smile at You. Mother Teresa said, Peace begins with a smile. So let's smile and change the whole world around us. But remember, don't let the world or people change your smile. It's so true. Most of our health begins from our mouth. But still, sadly, the second most prevalent disease today is dental caries or tooth decay as we may term. There is a saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Let us say, brush your teeth twice a day and keep the dentist too away. Well, not for now, for we have on our session the ever-smiling dentist, Dr. Nida Khatib. Dr. Nida Khatib has been practicing dentistry for the past 10 years at Dentocraft Multi-Speciality Dental Care Clinic. At a very young age, she has had the opportunity of treating some big names from the media industry too. She practices general dentistry but specializes in smile design, having pursued her cosmetic dentistry from London. Dr. Nida is a consultant with airlines like Go Air and let me tell you, she is on the panel of beauty pageants like Miss India and World Supermodels, the contestants for whom she does smile makeovers and helps them win a crown too. Well, with Dr. Nida, all your dental concerns have a solution. So that should give you a reason to smile. Dr. Nida always says, smile is your first impression. Make sure it's nothing else but the best. Looking forward to having you on our session, Dr. Nida. Very good evening to you, Dr. Nida.
Good evening.
How have you been?
I've been fine. How are you? And thank you so much for having me.
All good. I think it's almost 5 months since we last met, isn't
Yes,
it?
been quite some
Right.
time.
Yeah. So going ahead on our session, as our session says, protect your teeth. So what is the best dental care routine that one can regularly follow to protect their teeth?
Well, Dr. Prabha, to answer this question, I would like to go to the basics. So there are a couple of points that I would like to list down. The number one and the most important is ones that everyone tells you, brushing twice a day. It is like extremely important. Brushing once in the morning and once in the night, because our
Right.
teeth are like not flat entities. Our teeth have got grooves and they've got elevations because they are meant for biting, basically. So the food tends to stick onto those grooves and, like, on the insides of teeth, which is why brushing is extremely important. So basically, there is no place for food once your meals are over. So brushing twice a day. And I would just like to highlight a little about on the technique of brushing, because people usually are very aggressive when they brush. So the idea is to have a soft bristle toothbrush and brush your teeth in a circular motion, not be very aggressive. Make sure all the surfaces are brushed well. And also, something which is very important is brushing on the inner surfaces of your teeth. This is something that people usually do not do. Your brush has to go inside and then come out this way. So yes, brushing twice is extremely important. Spending some time and staying calm when you do it and not being in a hurry is the key to good health. Second, and a very important but the highly ignored process, is use of dental floss. So this is what a dental floss looks like, because your brushing is never going to remove the food that is stuck in between the tight contacts of your teeth, and that is the most favorable zone for cavities to develop. So dental floss has a thread-like thing that you cut it according to your requirement and you run it in between the surfaces or the contacts of the teeth so that the food that is stuck between it comes off. The third factor is uh, intermittent rinsing between your meals. It is also extremely important. It will take away the leftover food from your oral cavity. And the fourth and equally important part is visiting your dentist once in 6 months. That is extremely important for your professional cleaning and polishing. So these are the four things: brushing well, intermittent rinsing, use of dental floss, and seeing your dentist once in 6 months is what keeps your dental health good.
Wow. So, viewers, let's protect our teeth and be true to them, for they not only help us to eat, but they help us to speak and smile too. Our teeth develop much before birth, but it is after birth that they start erupting, commonly between the age of 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
Dr. Nida, I would like to know why children develop dental caries or tooth decay so early in their life, and also the teeth discoloration is often seen in them. So, what are the reasons?
See, this is primarily because of the reason, the attitude that general people have got. So they are completely ignorant about the dental health of milk teeth because of the fact that they are eventually going to fall. So they are not given enough importance. Secondly, children have this habit of snacking a lot. So that is also one reason. And also because they're not, like, responsible themselves for keeping their dental health in control is the second reason. The adults have to be responsible for the same. And the third and a very important reason is there is this tendency of infants to sleep, to go to sleep with the bottles in their mouth while they are being fed, or even if they are on breastfeed. So the leftover milk that stays in contact with the oral cavity tends to, like, begin cavities in infants and in young children. So
Right.
the basic that you can do is, even if the child has slept, you should just wet your finger and run it through the oral cavity so that there is no residual milk that stays inside. This is a very important reason why children develop cavities. And secondly is, yeah, the snacking and everything can be looked after, kept in control, and brushing can be introduced in kids as soon as the teeth start appearing. So in the initial stages, the adults are more responsible about the child's health. And also the discoloration is usually because of the collected food debris on the tooth surfaces that looks like a discoloration. So even children need to be taken to a dentist once in 6 months so that the dentist assesses their dental condition. And if small things are there, it can be fixed on time rather than actually waiting for them to deteriorate further.
Right. Okay. So, parents, with Dr. Nida's advice, you could help your children to have a better dental oral hygiene and thus prevent them from the pain and agony related to the dental caries.
Yeah.
So, children have 20 teeth, they are the milk teeth, whereas adults have 32. But provided you have become wise and got your wisdom teeth too, else you will be left with only 28. Let's ask Dr. Nida, uh, what are the common signs and symptoms related to dental concerns or dental diseases because of which one should or has to visit the dentist?
See, primarily when a dental decay begins, the people may not be aware of it. So if you go for regular 6 monthly checkups, maybe if there is mild discoloration, the dentist might identify it and cover it up with a filling. But what happens is when actually it pains you, that means that the decay has hit the nerve. So that is the time when you would need a root canal followed by capping. So the treatment also increases. So yes, discoloration in your teeth. Then the second thing is, if there is bleeding of the gums while you're brushing or even on slight touch is also indication of gum disease. If there is any swelling over the gums, if you see, like, white spots or patches over the teeth. Also bad breath is a very significant, like, thing that you should visit a dentist for. So
Right.
basically, yeah. So because if you're going to wait for the pain to happen, then that will be quite late. So things like bleeding and maybe discoloration are the things that you should visit your dentist for.
Great. So, in short, prevention is better than cure, not only for
Absolutely.
general health, but for dental health too. Because
Yes, absolutely.
bacteria which are present in our mouth, they act on the food, producing acids, which attack the teeth. They attack the enamel of our teeth and making them prone to caries.
And also,
Let us,
once the enamel is affected, the change is irreversible. So then you
right,
have to see a dentist, is what I would like to say.
true. Yes. So, with the advice that Dr. Nida has said, if you meet the dentist regularly, twice a year, it will prevent you from the pain and the dental problems that are related to it, and also save you time and money for expensive treatments which may follow if you do not take care of the primary concerns which are there. Right, Dr. Nida?
Absolutely.
I would like to ask you, is it safe for pregnant women to undergo dental treatment?
See, ideally, in an ideal case scenario, if the pregnancy is pre-planned, then it is always advisable to see your dentist for your regular cleaning and polishing before itself. Also, get the cavities filled, and if there are any root canal appointments, so just they need to be sorted. So it's ideal to be like to see your dentist before itself. Secondly, for elective procedures, the second trimester is considered to be safe. And then the most significantly, if there is an emergency, so with due precautions we can deal with them throughout the pregnancy, because we cannot simply leave the lady with antibiotics and painkillers, which are again not advised during that time, and you cannot tell her to just bear with the pain because she's expecting. So with
Right.
emergencies, yes, you have to deal with them, and that could be any time of the entire 9 months thing, but yes, with due precautions.
Right. So pregnant women need not worry anymore. You can visit your dentist, get your treatment done with the advice that the dentist gives you. Remember, during pregnancy, because of hormonal changes happening, there could be swelling of the gums, or because of the morning sickness related to vomiting, and the acid coming up along with it could harm and attack your teeth, giving rise to caries. But now, as Dr. Nida has told us, you need not worry, and all your concerns would be taken care with. Our session cannot be complete, or rather is incomplete, without asking this question. Dr. Nida, I have seen commonly many people are not comfortable smiling, or they do not smile completely. They suppress their smile. They're very conscious about it. So, what is the reason for this? And could we help them out?
Yes, absolutely. See, since we have been talking about general dentistry, but like my interest is a lot in cosmetic dentistry. So recently I came across this small survey that I saw on Google. So basically when you walk into a room, 20% of the people are going to notice your outfit. The rest 20% will notice the way your hair are, but a whooping 60% are going to see the way you smile. So basically, your smile will speak volumes about you even before you've said a hello. So, according to me, having $1 million smile is extremely important. It's the most confident outfit that you can wear and carry off. I've seen girls they're completely conscious when they're posing for pictures. They would cover their mouth with their hands, as soon as they want to smile, or they before they're bursting out in a laughter, both the hands go and cover the mouth. So these are the people in whom it has been subconsciously engraved the underconfidence because of the little bit of flawed smile, and they spend their lives covering it up, but they do not go and seek a consultation. So I would like to give a big shout out to each one of you who have got those small gaps between teeth, those fractured edges of teeth, or maybe slightly crowded teeth, overlapping teeth, or maybe dull yellow teeth, that there is solution for each of this. All you have to do is just go and get a smile makeover consultation. I've seen adults who have spent their lives being conscious about the way they smile, but they've been very shy to wear braces. So these are the people who do not know that there is an option of invisible aligners which is available. So they do not have to wear those metallic braces. So it's all about finding out and taking interest and getting it corrected rather than being shy and conscious throughout about it.
So well said, Dr. Nida. I think this answer would bring a smile on everyone's face. Remember, viewers, smile is that fashion which never goes out of style. It is here to stay, today and always, now and forever. Also, does it cost you anything? No, it is for free. It's completely free. So let's smile and change the world around us. Well, and remember that not only the world will smile back, but life shall smile back too. Thank you so much, Dr. Nida, for being on our session today. And all those who would like to connect with Dr. Nida can do so on Instagram at Dr._Nida_Khatib. Right, Dr. Nida?
Absolutely.
Yes. And viewers do not.
Yes,
Sorry?
Go ahead. I'll continue after this.
And I would like our viewers to spread the smile too. So don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our social media handles, be it Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. With this, we come to end of 10 sessions of Life and Homeopathy Through My Eyes, and we shall see you sometime soon. We shall keep you updated and informed on that. So have a great evening. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Dr. Nida. Have a great weekend and enjoy the upcoming festival and celebrations. Bye-bye.
Keep smiling, all of you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.